That's the way Europe is celebrating success this summer. Good afternoon, and many thanks for joining us this afternoon here today on the first full day of IFA 2016. This year, we're expecting trade visitors from more than 130 countries and counting. IFA has truly become a global meeting place. And because IFA in its outlook is so global and in its reach, today feels like a little bit strange. Because for the first time in our history, both keynotes on our opening day are being delivered by CEOs from companies headquartered in Germany. While this is very unusual, the selection of both companies is not. Both firms are truly global, with a rich technology heritage. They are international brands recognized wherever your business trips take you. This morning, we heard from Carsten Ottenberg, the chief executive of BSH, appliances with brands like Bosch and Siemens appliances. Just in case you couldn't be here, Carsten Ottenberg outlined his vision for the consumer experience in the connected kitchen. Digital technologies, cognitive agents are transforming our home. They will give us a seamless life, effortless in sync, meeting our needs before even we spell out this. And now, this afternoon, we will hear from Dieter Zetsche, the man in charge of Daimler, and the company that's best known for one brand, Mercedes-Benz. Some of you might ask, a car company here at IFA. And I'm the first to admit IFA Berlin is not a car show. We couldn't be. IFA is the world's largest, most popular consumer electronics show. And that's why we are so pressed for space. We wouldn't be able to accommodate lots of car companies as exhibitors. We have no empty halls. But there's a very good reason why we invited Dieter Zetsche to speak to us today. I don't know whether you have noticed, but these days, people don't just buy cars anymore. Well, okay, of course, they're still in love with their cars. The design, the sound, the roar or purr of the engine. But what people buy is not a car, it's a mobility experience. And what they are driving is also not a car, it's a computer on wheels. Arguably, it's the most complex computer in consumers' hands. And that's before we even have started to talk about self-driving cars. But make no mistake, consumer electronics companies are not manufacturers for cars yet. And consumer electronics retailers don't sell cars either, yet. But just a few weeks ago, I spoke to the CEO of a large electronics retailer, and he told me that his company is already exploring whether one day they might be selling cars. Well, I have my doubts that we will buy a premium car like a Mercedes alongside TVs and fridges. But what happens is this: cars will more and more become an integral part of our digital technology experience. They will become the largest and possibly the most important user interface of our technology experience. Cars will be, for sure, the most complex IT products. And who better to shape and manage this complexity than the company whose founders invented the car 130 years ago. Once we drive fully autonomous, fully connected cars, our relationship with the car will fundamentally change. Cars will turn into quality time machines. And I can't help myself. If that's the case, we need somebody to show us the way back to the future. So please welcome the CEO of Daimler and head of Mercedes-Benz Cars, Dieter Zetsche. Thank you.